Okay, so I am going to show you how to do a team. I'm sorry, I'm on using Teams to record to show you how to do a presentation that you can upload to your class, a lecture or a other um, presentation. You can do it straight lecture where you just see your face, or you can have a PowerPoint. So that's what this session is to discuss, how to do that and how to put it in your Canvas. So I am going to, here when you go to your Canvas, go to your dashboard. So this is what's going to come up, obviously, when you get into Canvas. So once you're in Canvas, the studio icon is here over to the left where it's, this little icon, it says studio, or you can also go into a course and you can see it right here. There's studio here. So either way, it doesn't really matter if you're in a course or it's just there on the side. Once you click studio and either the link or the icon, it's going to take you into your space where all of your videos live. So here is my studio for the videos that I've created. So once you're in here, you're going to hit record and then you're going to hit screen capture. That's what I've been told is the best way to do it, not the webcam, but the screen capture. You open the link and you're going to get this next message that says you need to download the software. If you haven't done this before, then you're going to have to download it. If you've done it before, this should just go away because I've already downloaded it. I don't know why it comes up every time, but if for some reason it does, it doesn't go away, then you can just click on the bottom, this screen recorder launcher. You might be able to do it also by just clicking out of that and starting over. But once you get this screen recorder, it's going to look like, this is what you're going to see. So you've got this outline around the side, which is right now it's a black and white outline. Everything within that frame is what your students are going to be able to see. So here you can do screen only, which is gonna look like this, right? I'm gone, right? It's just my screen. Or you can do webcam, which is just you, right? Without the screen. Or you can do both. So, both is obviously gonna have your screen and the webcam, and you can move yourself over to wherever you want to put yourself. So remember, everything within that frame is what your students are going to see. So if you want them to see you on the webcam, don't put your webcam outside of that black and white line. And you can extend that if you need to. Like you see these little things on the side, you can make it bigger, make it smaller if you want. You will know that this is working because it's going to show you that you can see yourself, and it's also going to show you your voice. When you're ready to go, you can certainly get everything ready. Like if I want to use a PowerPoint, which is likely what I'm going to do, then I can go ahead and launch my PowerPoint. So I'm just going to use, I don't know if I can see it. Let me see if I can double click it to get it to launch, because I have this other thing in the bottom, which is my Teams thing. Okay, so here's your PowerPoint, if you want to go ahead and get it all ready. So there you go. And then when you're ready, right, you've got your PowerPoint up if that's what you want to do. You've got yourself in the corner, you're talking, you hit record, you've got both. It's going to give you this countdown, 3, 2, 1. Now we're live, right? This is what your students are going to see from this moment. You've got down in this lower left-hand corner this pause button and the timer that's going down, so you know at any time how long that this video is. If you need to pause for whatever reason, a kid comes in and they start talking to you, but you don't want to start over, just pause it real quick. You can edit. I'm not very great at editing. I've figured it out a little bit, but if you want to play with editing, you certainly can do that. But if you need to pause it for, say you're doing a 30-minute video and you're almost wrapping up, but I don't know, if something happens and you need to pause, students are going to be pretty forgiving, I think. Anyway, that's going to be there. Then you go ahead, do your video, talk about what you want to talk about, etc. When you're finished, then of course you're going to hit this pause or this stop. You're going to see this little bar that comes up. Obviously, it shows you how long it was. There's some other functions. If you just totally mess it up and you don't like it, just hit the trash. You can delete it and start over. If you're okay with it, hit done. Okay, and so here is your video, right? You're going to put a title. Oops. I've been doing some practice videos, so I'm going to call that practice 2. You hit upload here. Let me see if I can move this out of the way. Yeah, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, sorry. So here you could, you know, do, if you wanted to cancel and delete it and you can do redo, start over. Anyway, any of those things. If you wanted to edit, like you wanted to cut a part out, you would use this edit function. It'll give you some editing tools. But let's just say you're good with it. You want to upload it. It'll take you maybe a minute to upload. Make sure it's actually uploading. Okay, I didn't actually hit the upload. Okay, so you're going to get this little box that is telling you that it's uploading. This is going to take a little bit of time, and it really depends on how big your file is. If you've been recording for 30 minutes or more, it's going to take longer than, you know, we've been recording for just a couple of minutes on this part. So it shouldn't take too long, but you do have to let that finish. Jen asked earlier if, you know, you can do a 1 to 2 hour video. I haven't heard that you can't do something that big, but it's going to take a long time for you to upload it. So you might consider breaking that down into 30-minute segments, for example. Also kind of think about your students. Would you want to just sit there with a 2-hour video that you're trying to watch? If, you know, that's the only way you can do it, certainly you can try it out that way. If you can break it down, I think that might be a little bit easier for you, and it might be easier for your students to go through sections. You know, I also think if you're doing a 2-hour video and, you know, at hour 1.5, something happens and you mess something up, or God forbid you lose power or whatever it is that cuts out your video, then you're going to have to start all over. But if you keep it to 15, 20, 30-minute segments, whatever works for you, then you might be, you know, it's not a huge loss if something happens and that video for some reason isn't there. Okay, so you'll get this video, or you'll get this thing upload successful, hit continue. All right, I'm going to get out of my PowerPoint. I just hit escape, you know, just like usual. And then you're going to come back here it's going to take you back to your studio. And this is the video that we are making right now, or we just made. Obviously, I'm making more of a video through the Teams, but this is the video that we just made. So it also has to process in your studio. So once you upload it, it still has a processing time. You can see that it's processing, but because it's a short video, it's processing pretty quickly. Again, when I do 20 to 30-minute videos, it takes, I'm guessing, but the whole process after I hit upload and then for processing, I would say takes about 5 minutes, for example. Okay, so let's say you're happy with it. You've got your video here and you want to put it in one of your modules for your students to watch. So certainly go back to your courses. Let's say I want to put it in my juvenile justice course. Just click on the course that you want. Again, it's going to take you to that home page. Let's say you want to put it in a module. Let's say I wanted it in this first module. You just come over here, you hit the plus button, right? Like you're adding anything else to that module. Now this is going to be an external tool. Studio is considered an external tool. So you click that, you scroll down until you find Studio, click Studio. It's going to pull up all of your videos. So at any time you can reuse a video, etc. All your videos are housed there. This is the one that we just did. So select this, you click on it. here it is. And you can turn off allow comments if you want. Students hardly ever comment, I think. Hit embed, add item, and then here it is. Right there is that video, right? So you're going to want to do some editing, right? You're going to want to come over here and you're going to want to hit edit, and then you're going to want to title whatever it is you're titling it. For example, hit update, and there it is. There's my video. Now, of course, here it is. You're going to want to publish it, right? Don't forget to publish it. Just like everything else, you have to publish it for your students to be able to see it. As you can see, just from my example, what I do, and this is my undergrad class. I give them the overview, and right here, this introduction and this America's juvenile justice system are a couple of videos that I have for them. But here is, it's going to look just like a video because it is a video, but here are basically my PowerPoint lectures. So this is where I have done what I'm just showing you, and I have added it to a module. All right, so I think that is everything, making sure you make it available, putting it in your module. The other option that you can do, let me go back to Studio. If you don't want to, if you want to send it out to your class instead of putting it in Studio, or you want to make a video to send out to someone else, for example, or you're, I don't know, worried that your students can't access Canvas, but they can access their email, for example. If you go to the video that you made, or any video, you hit Share Media, create a public link, and then this is the actual link of this video. So you can copy this link right here, put it in an email or any other type of media, I guess, and then just send it out. They don't have to have access to Canvas. So for example, if you didn't want to rely on Canvas, or you want to use this for some other purpose, you want to do a discussion of something that you're sending outside of the university. I don't know how appropriate it is to use this for other sources, but this is something that you can do. You can go ahead and copy that link and send it wherever. I'm assuming you could also maybe do it to YouTube if you have a YouTube channel, something like that. You probably could do it that way as well. I'm just going to X out of that. And that's pretty much the way you do it. Certainly there are other things that I'm not familiar with on how to do it, but this is how I've been using it in order to create lectures for my online students. So I hope that this has been beneficial for you. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording this and send it out to you, hopefully.